Okay, so I guess we get started. So this is Found a Way with Maya Matter. I'm your host, Maya Matter. We're here every Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern. Um, this is a show where we take unconventional relationships and lifestyles, and we allow our guests to explain how they found a way to make it their normal every day and how they found a way to make it work for them. This is not a debate show. We're not here to excuse the dog here tonight. I know you guys miss the barking. Um, but we're not here to argue. We're not here to discredit them. We're not here to, um, you know, make an example of them or anything like that. They're just here to give their story. They're here to share their experience and possibly give us a different point of view. Um, so tonight's topic is streamers who do streamers. The reason I chose this topic was because I feel that streamers dating streamers is kind of taboo right now. A lot of people say they would never date a streamer, especially because they're a streamer themselves. Um, I think I've even said it a couple times, to be honest with you. Um, but we do have streamers on this app that do make it work for them. We have streamers that are very successful on the app while in a relationship. So feel free to listen to what everybody has to say who's a guest today. Be respectful, give them a fave. Our first guest is going to be MyMy.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
So you know the routine. Let us know when we can catch you, what you do on here, what can we expect from you, all that good stuff.
All right, I'm MyMy. I just like to give people my schedule, my full schedule, so that's what it is. Hit the fave. It ain't about the diamonds, it's about the vibe. So hit the fave. Mondays, it's always Lou's Port Lounge. You know what I'm saying? 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all check that out. Then we got Tuesday, the floor is yours with Butter. Make sure y'all check that out. It's nice. And then Wednesdays, I'm right here with Why It Matter. Fridays, well, Thursdays, China karaoke, and then Lunum. Eventually, we're gonna have something else on Thursdays, and then Fridays, 10 Summers. You know what I'm saying? Speak up with 10. Uh,
That's a
that's
good
my
one
Monday
too.
through Friday schedule. And then I'll be live in between and on the weekends. Catch me out. Sundays gospel. Have a little church with me Sunday mornings. I don't ever give a time about that because it's when I get up. And depends how my Saturday night goes. Is what time I get up on Sundays. But it's for sure some type of gospel. Yeah, that's
Love
my
it,
schedule.
love it.
That's me.
And she be DJing too, y'all. So y'all be sure to
All right,
tap in with her and book her. She's
for
good.
sure, for sure.
I saw TT Mama's little event that she had, and Mama was doing her thing. I didn't even know Mama
I'm
had it going on
uh
like that.
let's add that because I'll be forgetting to throw that in there because I love supporting everybody. I'm gonna not say everybody, those that I do support. Um, but I am an official DJ for Lou's Poise Lounge. So y'all check me out. And on Tuesdays,
Ooh.
the floor is yours with Butter. So that's what's up. I appreciate them already.
Okay, so as we know, tonight's topic is streamers dating streamers, but we're not focusing on the negative. We're not here to argue about it. We're here to hear how you found your way. So, how long were you in a relationship with another streamer for?
Okay, so technically people only know about one relationship, but I was actually in two relationships when it comes to tag. Um, Originally, I was introduced to tag by the female that I was with. She used to be on tag, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" I never known about like streaming or nothing like that till I was with her. And then I used to be in her background a lot, and like people like Uno and a couple other people was like, "You need your own page. You need to make your own profile." So I did that, and here I am. So thank you, love. I would say my first relationship. These isn't. I just want y'all to know in lesbian terms, it's forever. 8 months is a long time in lesbian terms. And, just want to point that out. And then, because some people like 8 months, that ain't, but in lesbian, that's a long time. 8 months. And my other my other relationship, that one that a lot of people know about, that was very kind of public on tag. That lasted that lasted 6 months, 6 months. It wasn't that long. Yeah, 5 6 months, something like that. If I'm counting correctly. I was about to say in dog years, but I'm sorry.
Look,
Next question. Next question. Next question. Next
it
question.
was look, it was longer than any of my relationships on this app. Okay, I'll tell you that. Um, I think my longest was maybe 4. Um, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and allow our special guests to join in if you guys want to hop up. Unless you guys were just tuning in, but I was told that you guys were gonna box up and everything. So I'm gonna allow our surprise guests. We got Look at Butta and we got Lewe, who are
My
our surprise
peoples.
guests for the night. A new thing that I'm incorporating, you guys, is if you're not on my flyer early enough in the week prior, then I have you as a surprise guest. So it means you're still able to box up, you're just not on the flyer, but you're still just as important. So if you guys want to box up and you guys can tell us about when you stream, when we can catch you, what you have going on. Hi, Lou. Thank you for doing the show.
Hello. She's coming. She's just getting herself set up.
Yeah, take your time. But one of the time is even better, so it works. But when can we catch you? What do you do on the app? All that good stuff.
All
It's my
right.
best friend, y'all.
Yeah, I most definitely don't know for real. Me and my man, we was cool like that, and we cool like that, like for sure, for sure.
For sure.
Monday nights, pretty much y'all can catch me like my mom was even telling y'all 10 p.m. Eastern. You know what I mean? I am you presents the Poets Lounge. Open mic status. We do that every Monday. That's open to any and everybody. We have a feature on the show every other week. Special guest, so to speak, feature every other week. Everybody's open to even apply for that if that's something you want to do. We put you on the calendar and work from there. Tuesday nights, I'm a judge on Butta's Floor is Yours, 7 p.m. Eastern. Um, Wednesday nights, I'm a little all over on Wednesday nights. I was supposed to be doing my own thing, but Wednesdays is it's a lot. Like I've literally been on 3 shows tonight. So
Oh, wow.
this Wednesday you gonna see me somewhere. I just seen Casper and 2 other lives. All right. So
Wednesday is a busy
Thursday.
night. There's a lot of us on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, so Thursday, we do have we are working on a show coming out. My more than likely is gonna be our DJ part of that. But that is coming. We were going to push it this week, which we might still end up doing something. Get in and check in with me about it, one of our lives, whichever one we decide to do it in, just to kind of do a test up or run through one. But we'll go through that when you come through. Fridays, 11 a.m. Lolo's Brighter Side with Lo. I do the halftime show over there for her. And just like Mama said, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 summers, no fumbles. Catch me
But
every
we
Love
in
week.
this
it. Love
together
it.
all week, you know? I just realized we in this together all week.
Now I understand why you guys are besties.
Yeah, it's pretty locked in. Pretty locked in.
For
All
sure.
right, we got Butter hopping in too. Same thing for you, Butter. Go ahead and tell us about yourself, when we can catch you, what you got going on, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, hello, everyone. I am
Thank you
Butter.
too as well for doing the
But
show.
Um, Thank you for having me here. Why? And what's up, MyMy, Lewe up in here, everybody up in here. If you do not know me, make sure that you hit me with the fave. I try to go live more consistent throughout the week now, so it's kind of like a catch me when you catch me. But you can always catch me every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time for the Floor is Yours, hottest talent show on the app. So if you can sing, you could dance, you could rap, make your horse crip walk, you can, juggle some tires without, crushing your head and everything. Don't do it, but come through and just have a good time with us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Um,
Love it.
yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
do appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Cause I sent the text
I
saying
was
y'all
gonna say
busy,
the same
and they
thing.
was like, whatever you need. So I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it because I was informed about you two being a couple, but I felt, oh, thank you for the
Come on,
love. Thank you for
level
being
up.
over here. But I was nervous because I was like, I don't want them to think I'm opening their business. Are they really public? So I didn't want to ask. And so then it got too close. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ask them. Then it got too close to the time, so I was like, I don't want to be last minute. I hate being tacky and unprofessional and ask people to get
No
my show
idea.
last minute.
Whatever, Cat.
So not you had no idea. But I appreciate you guys for stepping up and doing the show, even as surprise guests. But if there's anything else that you guys could fall under in a category for the show, you're more than welcome to come back and be a featured guest. Um, So I guess my first question for you guys is, how long have you guys been dating?
Officially,
Officially,
officially, we've been together for what we're going on 2 years. 2
3 years,
years
June.
now.
Wow.
We've actually been like really dating for almost 3.
3 years, yeah.
Okay.
About 3 years.
See, I didn't know
Pretty
that.
much about as
Wow.
long as we've been on the app is pretty much when we met. And we both about around the same time we started on the app.
Yeah.
Inspiration. That's inspiration right
That's
there.
crazy. So I guess my next question for all you guys can answer it however as you guys want to come. If you guys want to take turns, or if you guys just want to throw them out there. Um, what challenges did, because my apparently is no longer in her relationship anymore, or do you face when once you're public with dating another streamer?
Y'all want to go first, or y'all want me?
Go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Mama. Yeah, 'cause I
Oh,
know ours is gonna be different.
let me make something very clear. Both of my relationships, tag was not the reason that my relationship didn't last. We were actually perfect on tag. If we maybe stream more, we probably been still together. But anyways, so that wasn't it. It was it wasn't tag, right?
So
Um,
tagged away. That's where you messed
just
up.
want to point that out. We were great on tag. It was all for tag. But anyways, in both of the relationships. Um, but I would say one of the things is like I've always told people when I was single and stuff like that, and I was very open. So when people, what's up, Blended baby? So when people like you and then voice it, now they see you in a relationship, you get the blocks and you get the you know what I mean I had got blocked. I ain't gonna say it is because then y'all gonna look at my board, but it was a couple people in that top 10 that had blocked me, and it was like, but I was always open and honest about everything. You know what I mean? You run into the I was live one night checking out Reason. I was seeing Reason, you know, supporting one of his shows live, and it was going up. And I went live to be nice to people and see so they could see Reason perform, and it was going up in my live. It was I looked at the comments like, woo wee, I wasn't even ready for all this. So you run into people. You run into people being disrespectful. Run into people upset and having hidden feelings. You know, you run into a lot of stuff that you can't control, no
Right.
matter how honest you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll let y'all go.
Uh, most definitely. I would say app wise, we I mean not
You
just
get
to
some
speak
Wednesday?
to speak
Run
for
that.
us, but we haven't had issues like that at
Oh,
all. I mean, it's like the app and the relationship.
y'all
Um,
good.
going, I mean, because I mean, really, honestly, going into it, we one just understanding of our life, how we are, what we desire, how we maneuver. You know what I mean? I understand going in, talking to it. You a streamer, so you understand. I'm an artist. I'm streaming. I got shows. I'm doing everything I'm doing. You know what I mean? And well, we ain't even live in the same place at the same time. You know what I mean? At that period of time, and then also on the outside of it, we're not a secret. It's not a secret. It wasn't a secret when I first came into her live and told her. It was like, hey, you know you can be mine, right? And
Yeah, it
from there,
wasn't. we kept things more private than being a secret.
uh,
Okay.
that's
Got
just pretty much
you.
how that is. Like it's not like you got to go around like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, and then at the same time, I understand it's an app,
Mm-hmm.
it's the
Hmm.
internet.
Exactly.
We're streamers. Create content. I mean, she has people that are supportive, fan base, the whole nine. So in that manner, I'm not. That's not gonna bother me. 'Cause on the other end, I'm performing on stages. I know how. You know what I mean? Like we understand the dynamics of what it is, and when you understand who you're dealing with, don't none of that.
Right, and we
No matter.
understand that like we have to keep remembering that where we met each other. We met each other on this app. So I'm not gonna, switch up everything. I'm gonna have respect for my partner, of course, always, but I'm not gonna switch up everything just because you and I are in a relationship.
Right.
Can I speak on that? Because I would say an issue that I ran into, right? Like I'm like for me, and I hope I ain't over talking this. For me, I'm not a jealous person, right? So
Hmm.
I do understanding like when you date, like like the first person I dated, they introduced me to this, so that was something new and then learning. My next relationship from the app, it was I had already seen her stream and I already seen how her streams was. I already seen the what came with the streams, right? I seen all that first, right? So I knew all about it, right? So it wasn't for me to be like a jealous. I'm not a jealous type person, period, right? But it was when it came to me kind of streaming, it was that part of because we met on tag, she felt that I gave other people opportunity to meet me off a tag. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That type of thing. So that was a conversation that had to be had a couple times. You really booked him busy.
Yeah, because he was just on another show.
He said it to me that there's 3 shows before this one.
Look, I was up there with Lewe and the way Lewe and G were everywhere. I was like that at one point. I had to take a break. I said, I can't do this.
Yeah, why you used to have a show like every day, something going on
I ain't
every
gonna
day.
lie, these
Yeah.
type of shows, even like, her asking, whatever. It was like these type of shows I have no issue. You know what I mean? If I had the time, that's something, you kind of want to be a part of. Because there's a lot of times it gets a bad narrative. A lot of times people feel it's this or that. A lot of times be like, oh, because I'm in a relationship with somebody, oh, this can't be happening. If you mine, ain't no way you gonna be. But see, that's the thing. Then that's why a lot of us have to understand the difference in people who are actually, not to say it in no disrespect, streamers.
Right.
And there are people here for the attention, wanting the attention. You see what I'm saying? You're
Right.
looking for something.
That's right.
Completely different things. Like, what I mean? I'm really here working. I network. Like I said, this how I got to show a couple shows.
It's like another job.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's the thing with that. So I feel like it's a lot of confusion at times. You got to know what your intent is and who you're dealing with. And
Right.
when y'all have that understanding of what you both have going on, I don't want to interrupt or stop what you have going on.
Yeah.
Like we had that conversation. Like we had no issues speaking on it. You know what I mean? Because people would be asking, we'd be like, well, such and such gonna tell everybody. I don't care. We neither one of us care.
Right.
I know what comes behind it. Like how Mama said, all of a sudden now certain people want to stop talking to you. Even though you probably been saying it in your live, you've been speaking on like me. I'm open about how I live my lifestyle and everything. You know what I mean? How we live our lifestyle. Oh, nah. But people can hear that and see that, but then when they see, oh, it's actually there, it's like,
Exactly.
So then that means you really wasn't trying to be my friend and nothing like that in the beginning. You wasn't really just supporting me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They sure came back around when we broke up, boy. They sure came back around when we broke up.
Oh, they do.
They sure
They
came.
do.
Like, friend, I don't even know you.
Can't wait for the mess. You gonna have new friends when y'all break up because everybody gonna know. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing about something like you say with dating on the app or any app, streamers, period. I mean, you think about it, a couple in a life, you're in the light publicly. Because regardless of what anyone wants to say, this is worldwide. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you allow to be shown is worldwide. And if you can't handle yourself in certain manners and certain things, you don't need to, you see what I'm saying? You don't need to do that. Like your relationship doesn't need to be publicized. Nobody needs to know about it. Because if you know you're the type of person, my relationship gonna be over in 2 weeks anyway. I'm not talking about it to anybody. You know the type, you don't have longevity in your relationships. There's no
feel like you're shooting shots at me.
I'm sorry.
Nobody was even talking to you.
I'm joking.
But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like it's just
no,
it's just certain, you know what I mean? Because I know how it can, because you know what I mean? Because in one manner, some of us can handle certain things certain ways. We know we can still be professional. Like even if me and her have a disagreement, we can still show up on this camera, or even show up somewhere publicly, and yet never know anything was going on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We come to work, it's business out here. We know how we look as a public figure, how we look together. So it's like, boom. Now we know. Who are you talking about? Who?
That was the perfect couple for this.
You know what I mean?
And I ain't gonna lie, I was literally maybe finding out about y'all's relationship about maybe 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And I said, no, really? You didn't know this? I'm like, no, I didn't.
I be really thinking that like everybody knows. So when people say like, I didn't know that you, and I be like, what? How could you not know? But then it's like, okay, well, maybe this person just don't be up in the live streams as much. Or
And it's true because I can't say that I've been to your guys' streams, and that's also part of why I don't really ask people personally to come on the show because I'd be like, I don't even come to your show, so what do I look like asking you to come to mine?
But and that's dope that you even say that, because that's one of the things that we always like kind of bring up. Like, man, I don't mind doing somebody's show, but it's like, support the way that you want somebody to support you as well. So make an appearance, just at least just say hello, how you doing? I hope you have a great stream before you just go in to be like, oh, okay, so you want to come and do my show real quick? Like, okay, just swipe
there's
on
some people
by.
like that. There's some people
Well,
like
so,
that.
so when my
There's some
mom
people.
told me she was asking you guys, I was like, okay. If they say
Oh
no,
no,
it's
no.
okay.
I'll say the way Mama explained it, I understood it because at the same time we've dealt with it just even in different natures. People just not sure how to approach, and it's kind of like at the same time. I mean, like us even individual, and it's like like we literally, especially if it's topic shows,
Yeah.
really have no issues with those. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like people like they probably gonna tell me no. It's like honestly, it's not like that. Like, we love to move around the app. You know what I mean? And
Perfect.
connect
I
with folks.
asked, but I was nervous too because I was like, well, I don't know if they really want to like publicize the whole shebang thing
That's
on
what I
here,
was
right?
gonna ask
I
you.
thought
That
we
was
were
just
gonna
it.
cut
'Cause like
y'all
I said,
off.
I
Like,
just found
what?
out. So I
Oh,
was like,
I
are
mean, you
they
can say
public
no,
like that
if it's
today?
been me here today, you know what I'm saying? If you said no, but even when asked, because like for instance, like I know y'all a couple, but do you want everybody to know you a couple type of thing? You get what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah,
you
because this
want
is
to put it out
recorded,
there,
it's
blast? Be-
featured. We get to 400-500 views
Because
normally.
Let me go ahead and give it to you though, Mama. So this is the thing with it. I guess a lot of the real reason why one also a
Right,
part of
Casper?
why a lot of times we feel like everybody knows, we're poly.
Mm-hmm.
So we're a poly couple.
You guys
Actually, our
can come back
partner,
for part two.
yeah, our partners
I've done that
actually,
before.
Yeah, our partner's
other partners
actually
in the room in the
she's
comment
actually
section.
down there.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like that's like we be also because of that, you know how we live, how we are, transparent in, what I mean,
yeah,
how we communicate, and how we go amongst things. So a lot of times I'll honestly say you have to have it really comes to it, you have to have tough skin dealing with having your relationship on the app
Oh,
because
definitely.
people people befriend us to get with one of us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Men will be friendly with me on the app, but don't know that we have no secrets. So
Mhm.
you're texting her, I don't care, but I know. It's the fact of the nature to pretend as if we're cool or everything good with us when I know what you're doing behind my back and you think I don't.
Right.
Respectfully, we could have that conversation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
exactly. So on the other side of that, because I can really speak on the other side, because y'all really communicated binding, okay? Uh, I've had conversations. I've had conversations with other couples on the app. So there's another side to this, right? Um, not if you don't know why that person's on the app, right? Y'all, y'all business, y'all can like. I've dated one person. Well, the last person I dated, if you ever been in a live, you know what type of live it is, right? So, sex pays. You know what I'm saying? So,
It
Hell,
sells.
I mean,
hell,
let's be honest, right? Sex pays. So,
It sells.
not fully broadcasting all the time. Like, I don't have a problem with it. Like, the weirdest things turn me on. But anyways, that's another story. Uh, but um, I would send a jet to get her trending. I wasn't like, oh, this is my chick. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Because, and this is what I tell people. And I've had this conversation with somebody else that was, just embarrassing themselves and they girl live, right? If you can't replace the money that they make, because this is a money getting app. Like you said, you got to know what people are intentions is on this app. If they're getting money on this app and they're getting the diamonds and people are sex pays, and so I like to say that people pay right for the look,
Mm-hmm.
and so
Mhm.
if you can't replace the money that a person makes on this app, you just got to sit back and enjoy the show. Um, you know what I mean? Real talk. And then once the cash out come, you go get a steak dinner. You feel me? Like that's the type of person I am, and that's the mentality I have, and I've always been like that. So when it comes to certain things or things that people say, it doesn't bother me if I'm secure with the one I'm with, right? I also tell people there's ways to do things. If you feel like somebody streamed too much, get their attention in the right way. Don't be just hitting on people and stuff. Get their attention in the right way to show. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Right.
it's time to get off. You know what I mean? I can give y'all those tips. Hit the fave, come to my live. I give y'all those tips in my live
Yes.
on how to make that work and that nature. I'm good at that. All my relationships last as long as they did. But anyways, serious, so serious.
Yes, good,
But
my.
but it's sides of that people have to understand, and sometimes that's why people have this stigma about. I'm so serious too, Bronsky. I'm so serious. Um, that's why people have this stigma about dating a streamer because people don't know how to handle it, and that's the real talk. And you get that messy stuff in their lives. You get certain things. I would say the things that happened messy in my life were after we broke up, and it was with other people like befriending or other people not knowing that I knew certain things. You know what I mean? I would say that last person I was with was a very we communicated a lot about a lot of things while we were talking when people didn't know we were talking before we started the relationship, and it was a surprise to everyone out the blue. You just seen us next to each other, and we made the TE debut. So it came out right. So it was caught some people by surprise. Um, caught some people by surprise. So
Right.
anytime you make a TE debut, it's by some people by surprise. But anyways, so I get that people
Somebody
being
screenshot and send this to TE for Casper, please.
I'm not doing this with y'all today. We done made it a couple times. I just made it recently, so it's
so that you have to understand, like, because some people they start dating a streamer, you like what you see and stuff like that, and you start dating it, but you don't want nobody else being the same way you was. But you got to
Right.
understand why that person is on the app. You get what I'm saying? You got to understand that. I'm pregnant. You got to
but
understand, and that's what I tell people all the time. You got to understand why they on the app. You got to understand. I let me tell you something. I might be weird to some people, but I'm the
Okay.
type of person I don't want nobody that don't nobody else want. Right. So a lot of people see what looks good on the screen, see they liking it, but don't know how to handle being with that type of person. If you want sexy, you got to be able to handle sexy. You want somebody that has that vibe, you got to be able to handle that vibe. You can't,
Right. You need the
that's
content
why I
when
tell
they
people
walk
stay in
when you walk
line,
in
stay
their
in line,
lives.
stay in your line.
You saw the
It's very
content
important to
when
stay
you
in your
walked
lane.
in.
So
yeah.
you got to stay up, and that's the thing. A lot of the stigma for streamers dating streamers is because people don't stay in their lane, and then they act a fool in their life, or they
Oh
you
yeah.
know they kick out other people. It's like that number one. My number one.
Yeah.
Sometimes your number one is the same as somebody you with. You get what I'm saying
Oh
on this
yeah.
app because they feel like they have that privilege to kick people out and stuff like that. Y'all just don't. I was about to start talking about the gay community. I'm gonna leave it alone because that's the whole that community.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I forgot to plug. We'll pause with a quick plug.
I ain't even
This
gonna
is
go there.
for those
We're
people
gonna
who
leave that
just
alone.
walking in. This is Found a Way with Wyatt Matter. I'm your host, Wyatt Matter. We are here every Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, where we
Don't
take
get me wrong.
unconventional relationships and lifestyles, and we hear how our guests found a way to make it their own. Tonight's episode is streaming today's streamers, but make it work. We're not talking about the negative. Even though we did kind of touch into the challenges, it's more of the positives. So tonight we have MyMy, who is our featured guest, and then we have Lou and Butta, who tapped in, and they are a current couple that's dating on the app. They're both individual streamers. They're not one of those streamers that share the same page, and you always see them as a couple in the screen. They have their own fan base. I'm sure they share a fan base, but they make it work. And then we have MyMy, who has had past relationships, but her relationships were never affected by streaming. So we just went over the challenges of dating while being a streamer. Now, what are some perks that you guys have had since being a streamer that's dating another streamer?
It was a bunch of stuff just came to my mind.
But you
right?
wanna tell her the
Hey,
perks?
no, listen. This you have to, like I was a person when I first got on this app because the person I was talking to at the time in a relationship with at the time. I met her outside the app, right? So I'm not a person. I watched too many episodes of Catfish. I'm not a person that was like, oh, like I'm finna talk to you type of thing. I never thought I would ever get in a relationship with somebody on tag. If you ever been in my life a long time ago, I'm like, I'm not here for the diamonds and I'm not here for a relationship. I can go to Walmart and catch a chick. You feel me? Like that's how I always was. So I never thought I would be in a relationship with somebody off a tag. Be honest. I'm being honest. That was me, right? So serious, so shocking that I was. But that's how I was. That was my mentality, right? That was my I look good enough to go outside and get a chick. I don't have to be falling in love with a screen, right? That was me, right?
Right.
Until I did, and it was a whole different story, right? But but
Right.
some of the perks that I did love about it. First of all, they do understand streaming. They supposed to. They supposed to understand streaming. Okay, supposed to understand streaming. But I always love getting the mess while I'm live and people don't even
Mhm.
know that like we're talking or they was even in my live and you get those messages across your screen. You know what I'm saying? While you live and looking at your phone. Those are some good perks. I just want y'all to know that. Those some real
Oh,
good
like the
perks.
little personal text
Not
messages while
no
you're
bad
streaming.
messages, not like who this girl in your live. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking
No, but
about
I'm
good
saying like the
good.
little personal
Yeah,
messages. Yeah, I like
that was the
that.
best. And then people are looking at it's the spontaneous thing and it's the anonymous thing where people don't even know and they just hear the ding and they don't know what you're reading and nothing like that and you just they think
I
you
love
looking at
those.
them
Yeah.
or your comments but you looking at what you're going off on your phone. Yeah, that was some good perks if you do it right, y'all. You got to do it right though. Don't be
Yeah,
Do it
man.
right. Perks. I would say, uh, I mean, there's a lot of different perks. Because we're in person now, so I get to be around him all the time now, and we live together, and we're doing stuff together. Um, I think just as simple as far as like live streaming, one of the perks is, I always have some type of support system. Even if
Mhm.
I'm thinking that nobody is going to show up or a show or something like that, or a guest might not show up, I know I can count on him to box up and do something. So
Right.
so tap him on the
that's
shoulder like I need you to come on up in
yeah,
here.
you feel like co-hosting because my co-host ain't gonna be here today. Okay, all right, you go ahead, go get dressed in the back. Thank you so much, sir. So those are great perks as well. Um, and then
Right,
a
brown
lot of
skin.
his audience come and see me. My audience will go and see him. So that we get
More
to
support.
network with a whole bunch of different people now. So those are also great perks too.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Most definitely, even in a business aspect, it's expanded the network. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Each in our own. Whether on her side, a lot of times I support more or less in the background during a lot of things, but always in in a lot of spots. Because I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean? Men are more in the nature competing. So I don't want you to feel you got to compete with me because I don't have to compete with anyone. You know what I mean? So within that,
Exactly.
still hold my strong support, whether like it is, making sure the flyers are sent out. Who needs to know about what? You got somebody spreading out. Hey, they don't know you live. Well, let me put it on my live screen. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, such and such, like, go check out her live right now. The show finna start in 30 minutes. Quick live right now.
Oh, I
Show finna
love
start.
it.
Like, it builds on both ends. You know what I mean? So to be able to do that, and then at the same time, honestly, I really say one of the biggest perk because we both with the same intent. Like we say, our tribe is people on here that we've truly built, bonds, connections with, genuine friendships, and through each other, you know what I mean, and literally expanded our families. A lot of these people we've met face to face. A lot of these people we'll be meeting soon face to face. Like, you know what I mean? Like we've truly built that. So like how you say, my mind, like we in a lot of the same places, yeah. And at
Mhm.
first, that technically it ran off a coincidence, and after that, it's just because we really were around the same genuine people. So you see what I'm saying? Like, and then you realize the person you're dealing with is just, you know what I mean, is the same soul as you. and y'all got that same. So it just now, boom, now I got somebody else. I got more family. You know what I mean? Oh, that's your sister. Now that's my sister.
Yeah,
I mean, so it like
I
it,
like that.
that's what I mean? That's big. So after that, now everywhere you go, everybody like, hey, hey. So you literally see a list of names and everybody's, you know what I'm saying? Like you can because you've been in my line, now you go somewhere else. Now everybody over there talk to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And
So it's like that's dope. That's dope.
and it is like a natural supporter though. Like it's like you have your number one, but then your number one has moments. You get what I'm saying? But when you in a relationship, you have that person, especially when you with a streamer, they understand what it is to get you trending. They understand to hold the hearts. You know what I mean? I remember plenty of times you'd be like, "Hey, just come hold my hearts, get me trending, come hold my hearts." You feel me?
You
It's
feel
like that
me?
understanding, and that's that underlying unconditional support. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just always tell people, like how you just said, Luke, you got to be able to take the background. You got to know you're not competing with nobody. You got to be able to be in the background a lot, especially when it comes to females. When it comes
Yeah.
with dating females, you you got to know why they're on the app and what the intentions on the app. You know what I mean? It comes with
Mhm.
trust in the background too. You got to have trust in the background between you two. You got to be secure, right? So it takes being in the background a lot. It doesn't take a lot of times where everybody has to know you in a relationship with this person, where it has to be, claimed and proclaimed every time somebody new come in alive. It's more taking that background, letting them get that shine of that streaming moment on,
It's the
whatever you
vibe.
consider, and then we get a cash out. People be forgetting
Right.
about the cash out.
Like, come
Like
on.
I ain't
This
here
is
to
all
look
coming
somebody.
to the house. This is coming to the
Hey,
house.
no, for real.
Exactly.
But that's what I used to tell people though. If you can't replace it, like I seen it, right? And I've contributed to some people cash outs, so I know. Some people are seeing money on this app weekly,
Right.
daily. So if you can't, and I tell people all the time, if you can't replace that, you got to take the background and then get the cash out. Go get a steak dinner. She might buy you the J's if it's big enough. I shoot for the
Exactly.
Jordans. Okay, I shoot for the Jordan. Get you trending. I'm holding hearts. We're gonna get Jordans this Saturday.
I'm gonna send the blast for you. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Hey,
Right.
get in there.
Because
Go love on my
I'm
base.
that way. I'm very supportive. I did on the app. My mind. I think my mind is at least one of the two relationships that I've had on this
Hmm.
app since I've been Why It Matter. And that person is a performer. He does the whole sexy stuff and things like that. That's not my cup of tea. I don't do that. I don't go and twerk. I don't titty twerk. I don't do none of that.
Me either,
You
but
No.
I'm there
might get a
for it.
quick take comment out of me, but that's only if I'm lit. That's only if I'm lit. That's the only time you get a little freaky
Hey,
Wyatt. And
but
like
but being
that was his
honest,
content. That was his
I would
content.
have
And I
never
said, do what you do.
that part of me that people seen in that relationship was me being supportive. I would have never some stuff I probably would never did with nobody else. I'm really shy. Y'all don't believe me. I'm really shy. And so, but that part of being supportive, you know what I mean? We're gonna get a cash out. Thank you. But
Yeah.
Exactly.
send the carbon for the private
And
show.
that's what it
But
was. Like, but I see that for me and him it didn't work out because he was more about the finesse. So when he found out guys liked me, he's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, go call your new boyfriend, go talk to that person, go get see if he can gift you today." And I felt dirty. I
you
felt guilty.
pimping me.
So
That's
I
pimping.
felt dirty. I couldn't do it. And then with him, I said, "That's your content. What happens in the stream happens in the stream. If you're doing your little dancey dance, if you're gonna go do a show and you're getting gifts and jets out of it, that's money that I gotta play because I'm your number one gifter all time. I'm number 4, 5, 6. Like I got all these pages on your board. Like let me else come and spend some money on you. I'm done. I got you where you needed to get."
I got this debt for you. But
That's
no.
that's what we're saying. The aspect of it is on one end you can't. That's not even what I mean. People also have to understand even like as a streamer is the same outside, so to speak. How you handle yourself, how you handle certain things, and if you know you can't handle certain things, regardless if it's just the internet, you can't throw yourself into that pit. I can't come on here and be like, oh, I'm gonna have an after dark or I'm gonna do storytelling that's provocative. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, be like, why you over there talking like that? Why you doing all that in your life? Like, why you got your new friends all up in your face? Well, that's hypocritical. That's hypocritical. You see what I'm saying? Because then now
Right.
I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, and that means I'm like that even outside of
Right.
if it was streaming. You see what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
even face to face, that's how I am. I get jealous easily. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to understand, like you say, what we put out is what we want to receive. So in the nature of how we met, what we was putting out is what we wanted to receive. Even then in the beginning, I didn't do any extra. I was never in a stream trying to shoot it all the way up to be her number one or anything of that nature. But I just had my position in my conversation on what I knew how to have that conversation with her. So we had to understand that understanding. I allowed it
Right.
what it was and what it is. So when other people will come in the stream and go make their comments, have my babies, marry me, come be with us, you so gorgeous, I want to eat you up, like all I mean the list goes on. All right, everybody knows how even a normal stream will go, just you know what I'm saying, with trolls.
Right.
So this is wild. But at the same time, like I ain't gonna lie, a lot of that I really be finding hilarious. Y'all don't even understand. I literally be over here dying. Like I
And
ain't like
it's
it's
funny on my
Exactly.
completely.
end too. All the women that be up in his stream doing the same thing, or in his inbox, or want to send some pictures and videos and everything. I be looking at them too. I do. I see them all. We
But look
look
at
at them
every
together.
And, and,
Was
and I tell people all the time, like I say, like I be trying not to say people names, but in conversating with another couple off the app, from the app or whatever, that stuff you supposed to come together about and laugh about, and you know what I'm saying, and really communicate. And what it is, because a lot of people don't assume that people don't communicate in their relationship, so they just think
right.
they sending the stuff, and they, people don't know.
Mhm.
But that's a moment when a woman shows you something that somebody's sending her. You know what I'm saying? That's not a moment to get riled up. That's a moment to show that appreciation that that you could trust her for one, and that she's communicating with you just as well as if a male shows you what females are seeing. They're not hiding it. They're showing it. It's a moment to laugh about it. It's a moment. I I'm weird. Those moments, I love those moments. I was like, yeah, you mine though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you get what I'm saying?
But in the
That
same
turns
sense,
me
I
on.
get
Like,
that.
yeah, but you here with me. You laying next to me. You know what I'm saying? We right here. This is the time, right? You have
Right.
to
Because those
look at
are
it like that.
insane.
You cannot look at it like you said earlier. You cannot look at you competing. You know what I mean? Like you can't. If you met them as a streamer, you should be proud of yourself. You beat out a lot of people, right?
We're talking
There's a
thousands here.
lot of people on this
Thousands.
app, and you were chosen.
For real? I just want to be your favorite. You get what I'm saying? You should be. You should be. You should be that, right? No, I'm saying, like,
Like you,
like people be
like
too
you
serious
really
with
my
it. Like you
favorite.
have to
Like
look
I
at
give it to
things.
you.
You have to look at things because look, if you like somebody, you gotta think it's more people that like that person. Like I tell people all the time, I don't want nobody that don't nobody else wants. Okay,
There's
so
Right.
no
it comes
wrong with
with
you.
Hello.
exactly.
Exactly.
So you have to be able to look at those moments and laugh at those moments. When people come in a live and try to get at them, those are moments that you be like, oh, they want my girl. You know what I'm saying? I got her. You know what I'm saying? I'm him. You feel me? I'm him. You know what I'm saying?
It,
So you have to look at that.
Stay real, not the
And that's
stream.
the stigma. That's really the stigma that comes with the streamer dating streamer. And we have to talk about it. I'm sorry. You have to talk about it because people don't handle it in that sense. They handle it to where they're disrespectful to other people that come in the live. They handle it in a way where they destroy that streamer's live. Now, when y'all break up, the streamer can't even do what they was doing. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? So you have to. There's moments to be seen. There's moments where you should be in the background. And like I say, if their attention on the app is no longer dating and it's actually streaming and making money or shows or business networking, you got to let them do what they do. You
Right.
got to let them do what they do because you have to realize when you stop letting them do what they do, you're crushing them. You're not
Right.
crushing the people out there in the comments. You're crushing the person you saying you love and you want to be with. You're crushing them. You're stopping them from doing what you're stopping them from being them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're stopping them from doing what they on this app to do. And that's damn. I don't want to be with nobody like that. It is what
that's
it
the
is.
truth. And like how you
It
say
would
with
be
that,
me. For sure.
even within that, that's why, say for instance, like we said, within our relationship and how we are in our lifestyle itself,
Right.
like it don't I let it be known in my life how my lifestyle, how I live. This
Shout
this
out to
is me.
Chuck.
You
With
know what
the
I'm
streamer
saying?
chat.
So just as open as you want me to be with you, telling you this is me, you just understand my partner already gets that 100%.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because when there's no secrets, we have complete communication and understanding. We know what's what, we know what's not. I know what's real, what isn't. You know what I mean? If there is a moment of confusion, all right, let's have a sit down and have a conversation about it. You know what I mean? You have to be adult enough to handle certain things and circumstances and what comes with all of this. It's a lot that comes with it. But at the end of the day, it's not to say that it's not possible. It's highly possible. People say all the time, well, I can't do this, so I can't do that. I'd be like, well, you done a long distance relationship before?
Right.
True.
What's the difference? So I'm wondering, in your long distance relationship, y'all not video chatting, video calling? Because we spent almost a year. That's all we had to do until we actually, throughout the times we go see
Yeah,
each other.
Until a year
yeah.
later.
I would say dating a
That was
streamer.
actually
When
gonna be
my
my
last
next
relationship was the first time
question.
I ever did that. I would tell people I don't do long distance relationship because I'm spoiled. Okay, and when I want what I want, I want it. Okay, I used to say that, but I would say like I say, everything I've done in life has taught me to help me and to be better. And so, in doing that, I learned that of having to communicate that way, the video, the things. It's a level to this. It's a level to this.
All right,
It's a
I,
level
Daniel,
I,
to
you
this.
can come
I
back
say
when I
this
relive,
like,
okay?
what happened?
You said
Oh,
what you say?
Oh no, I was removing Jay really.
Oh, I just read his comment. I'm sorry. I'm slipping. I just
Oh
read the
no no,
comment. I'm sorry.
he's one of my regulars. He I don't think he understands that it's a featured show, so he's acting his normal self and trying to hop in the box, and now he's getting in his feelings and not letting him up.
Uh, next stream, bro. Next stream.
I would say with that though, that's kind of like even in this instance, that understanding and any of that, say with your relationship, with the positive that comes with it, when you build with that, you already sit on the screen face to face. That's how I see you. I see. So in the off time, that's no difference. You know what I'm saying? Like if I woke up in the morning or if we didn't fall asleep on the camera, you know what I mean? Hey, boom, where you at, you are. You still building that connection. You know what I mean? The same way people, and that's why I understand a lot of times when it gets confused. That's why you say you have to understand the intent on here, because you have people that come see you live every day, but you understand they're persistent in your life for a different reason than what you may understand. You know what I mean? Like that person, that individual may really like you.
Right.
You just
Mm-hmm.
doing your normal streaming and you don't understand everything that they're investing that energy into that because they're thinking like, oh, it's gonna shift this way or maybe it'll work this way. And like you say, that just comes with that part of, understanding that and being a part of that and being able to work through those aspects. But
Right.
all in all, man, me personally, it's it works. It automatically worked best for me, and it's a huge positive for me just because of me being an artist and doing it as long as I have. You know what I mean? So you have I've dated in situations you have some people that understand that and some people that don't understand the late nights. You don't understand that, hey, well, I didn't actually get a chance to get on stage until 1 in the morning. You know what I mean? Literally, I wasn't called until then. You know what I mean? If I'm performing in this city or that state, or I have to travel, or you know what I mean, things of that nature. And some people don't get it or understand it, like the attention. It's not like, oh, I'm out here. Oh, you like her, don't you? What do you mean? She was just saying I did good on stage. Why are you coming? I
calm,
thought you liked. I thought you.
calm it down.
Yeah, I thought you liked my poetry. Why is you acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that why you like me?
Right.
You like
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you're with someone that understands, what you do pretty much as a living as well. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a huge plus. Like she get that. She see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's seen me on the stage and you can see how another female is just staring at me or looking as I'm performing. That woman she don't know, she don't care that butter's over there. You know what I'm saying to you? It's
Right.
And you know what I mean? But like everybody, like you have to say, some people or certain people might have an issue with that. You probably might try to run up on it all night. Oh, that's my. That's why I say it's not for everyone. Everything isn't for everybody. All right,
That's
that's
true.
Of
that's one
course.
thing I understand. Everything isn't for everybody. Everyone isn't meant to date a streamer because for your personal reasons and mental and emotional level and how you handle things, dating a streamer may not be.
That's true.
I just think I can't
Stay
find
in your
nobody on
lane.
tag because I've gone through it all. I've gone through dating a gifter. I've gone through dating a streamer. I've gone through dating somebody who made a tag because I'm on tag. Like,
I feel you.
Hey,
I feel you.
no,
Jesus.
let me tell y'all something. Tag is
yeah.
something else. I met somebody out one night who first girl I ever walked up to and talked to didn't even know she was in the LGBTQ community. She was that, anyways. And our third date, you know what I'm saying, third date and everything like that. We was waiting on some food or something. We was in line for something. I can't remember what it was, food or something. If y'all in Texas, y'all know how that go. Anyways, and she pulled up tag, and I said, I can't. I guess I'm in this. I guess I'm gonna be dating a streamer. Like, because even when I meet them outside of tag, they still got a tag. But yeah, that's my current situation. But don't tell nobody. But anyways, I'm on this show for a reason. I said, let me do this show for a reason, right? But
Mama said, I'm not defeated. Do understand that. All right. It ain't all been peaches and cream, but I am not defeated.
hey, you you but like I tell people though, you got to stay in lane. I learned with my last relationship. I learned that people don't stay in their lane. Okay. From
Oh,
the
they
people
don't.
before me, like the people before me that was with that person, and even the people after me, apparently, because they still come in my life for some reason. I don't even know why. I don't ever go in the ex. If you stay in the stream on here, don't go on your ex live. Don't do that. That's embarrassing. Be a
It
man about
is.
it. Anyways,
I'm taking my
that's a different
beat on
story.
it.
We're not gonna go there. But but I learned a lot in that relationship on dating a streamer and the streamer in that vocab on that level of streaming. If y'all don't know, you never know because I don't say the name. But anyways, I don't do no research, just know I once dated a streamer on here. Anyways,
She said the name is
but like I
irrelevant.
said,
Don't bother.
it's not because of tag. It's things that happen outside of tag that 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 allows me to be that way. It wasn't tag, and for people even after the breakup, people didn't even know we were broke up because of our relationship still on tag. You know what I'm saying? As far how we was with each other on tag, people still didn't know. So, and that's why I say that it was things that happened outside of tag that caused this disputes. And so I don't
Ask
say the
and you
name.
shall receive, Casper. Ask and you shall receive.
Man, I'm trying to take. I was just about to say that. Why? I was like,
I was like,
Casper has been asking for you. He has been asking for you, Keish. He has been begging for you to show up.
Just all right. So just to
Thank you,
dip
Keisha,
into this
baby.
real quick, we'll do the quick plug real quick. Now that Keith is in the house, this is Found a Way with Why It Matter. I'm your host, Why It Matter. We are here every Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern, where we take unconventional relationships and lifestyles, and we hear how our guests have found their way to make it their own way. So tonight's topic is streamers who date streamers. We have MyMy, we have Lou, and we have Butta. And then we have Casper in the comments who says that him and Big Fine Keish are going to be on part 2 of streamers dating streamers so they could tell their story.
So, okay.
Oh, okay.
Glad to know.
Glad to know, Keish. I'm glad somebody called and told you. Yeah.
All y'all in the back,
It's crazy that you came in here too, though. Like, yeah.
make sure you get your
And
screenshots and
congratulations
tag
on y'all.
TE on Instagram. And make sure you also tag Keish and Casper. They are here to tell their story and to share the gender of the baby that Casper is carrying.
Congratulations on the baby.
Yeah, Casper said he's pregnant, Keish.
Somebody go tell something.
Yeah, Casper said he's pregnant, Keish. I don't know if y'all had that. I thought you knew. You would know, right? Oh,
thank you, guys. He's like, I walked in here to support
Now
her.
you pulled out.
So it
She
must
said,
be
I
true.
pulled out. Lord have mercy.
She didn't.
Oh, is that right, Maddie?
No, but it's most definitely a lot of pluses to being
yeah.
yourself and being able to be that completely on the app.
Especially
course.
do right. Like I say, hit the fade, come my live. I give y'all tips on dating a streamer on here. I'll give you some great tips to make your relationship work.
Well, I
If
was
you know
gonna
anything
say
about
that's the
me,
last
I give great
question.
relationship advice. Not meaning I'll take it sometimes, but I give it great relationship advice. I'm like the side chick that gives great relationship advice so people can stay together. I am that person. So feel
Say,
free, come
don't
holler
leave
at
them.
me.
Magic.
Don't leave
If you know
them.
me,
'Cause you need, 'cause you need that.
I almost said this is a feature show, Jesus. Okay, but no, yeah. Feel free to fade me when I go live. I'll stop the music. I love having conversations. I'm very transparent. I'm transparent. Let me back that up. I'm transparent to a certain degree because people is crazy, and so I'm transparent to a certain degree. But I do. If my life, part of my life helps you out to help you grow or to know that somebody else been through some things that you've been through. I do share it. I share more than I probably should, but I do because I don't care. God is good. God is great. Look at me. Who would ever know?
Well, we are getting towards the end of the show, so you guys go ahead and give your outros.
Well, one, why it matters. Appreciate you having me. And
Thank you for
of
coming.
course, my and me. I've been asking, and big shouts out to my best friend, my. You know, what I'm saying, keeping
For sure.
relationships together all 2023. All right, keeping relationships together all 2023. She is here
For
to
sure.
help. I'm saying, don't stay with me, stay with your partner. All right, I got you. I feel you. I
For
love
sure.
that. I love it. That's
Do
good
that.
advice. That's good advice right there. Don't come over here. The grass
Good.
ain't no greener.
I already met the
The
love of
grass
my
ain't
life.
no
I
greener.
met the
Yeah,
love
yeah.
of
The
my
grass
life.
ain't no greener. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Unfortunately, she
But
is on tag. So
it can work, people. It can work. It can work. All my wives are
But
here.
it could work,
All my
right?
wives are here.
There
All my
is
wives
hope
in the
for
building
MyMy. She
finally right
failed
now.
twice,
You know
but
what I'm
we
saying?
here.
All my wives. But no, really, and y'all can catch me every Monday, like I said, 10 p.m. Eastern. Y'all just come through the Poets Lounge, get a vibe, and throughout the week, you know what I mean? We love to have these type of topic conversations and debates all the time anyway. So this is dope, most definitely.
Oh, thank
And
you.
then I'm looking Butta. If you have not caught that already, or Butta, make sure that you catch me every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all can also catch me over on Friday mornings with Lowe on the brighter side with Lowe. I co-host over there, and then y'all can just find me everywhere else. Try to support people's shows, and I'm trying to get like MyMy because she be pulling up to everybody's show. So I just need to
You
just
do.
we just need to do a carpool on tag and just tell us all to just pull
I
up.
think we're gonna have to set up a group text. We're gonna have to set up a group text and be
We
like,
gotta do
who
that
chose
because
tonight?
she be and I be missing stuff. And I'm like, hey, mama, she like, yep, I was at that one and that one too. Like,
Put me in it. I need an alarm clock.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey.
hey, hey, you
I'm on
know
West
what?
Coast time, so I'm always late to everything. I'll be thinking they'll say 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm thinking 8 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be like, oh, dang, it's 6 o'clock. I'm an hour late.
Hey, hey, I did that today. I took my lunch at a certain time to try to catch somebody's show, and literally 1 o'clock my time. It's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I was an hour late. I was like, it said feature. As soon as I clicked on the feature was over. I said,